Hey, didn't I talk about this already? Really early on? As in the third video? Super Kirby Clash is largely similar to Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, a game I held back on talking about because, this game exists. When you compare the two, they're mostly the same game. Because of this, I actually understand why somebody would prefer Kirby Clash Deluxe. The few changes that were made in Super Kirby Clash are really what push it over the edge for me. Unfortunately, this game still runs off of the free-to-play model. I know I play other free-to-play games, but just because I enjoy playing them doesn't mean I like the model. And for Kirby, that's no different. Super Kirby Clash gets points over Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, at least, for having a story mode and a party quest mode, each using their own stamina gauge. Running out of stamina isn't nearly as much of an issue in this game, and with all of the heroic missions to clear and online to help you rank up quicker, getting gem apples is way easier this time around compared to last time. That said, you're still not going to get anywhere without paying for some of them, but I've always seen this as a $7 game, along the lines of Blowout Blast and Jump Dash Deluxe, for example. I don't mind forking over some money for a game that should have just been $7 to begin with. Now, granted, I spent about $40 on Kirby Clash Deluxe, and probably around $20 to $30 on Super Kirby Clash, but don't follow my example. I make some very bad life choices. But, I can't help it. I want to be an actor. What is free is seeing just how good this game looks. But on that note, I find that to be a double-edged sword. It runs off of the same engine as Star Allies, which is another visual spectacle. But similar to that game, it runs at 30 FPS. Now, hold on. I'm not a frame rate nut. And in that game, I'm honestly not bothered by it at all. I know other people that are bothered by it, but there's enough going on at any given moment in that game that I completely understand why it has to run at 30 FPS. It was also HAL's first HD game, so they're very new to this. That's not a perfect excuse or anything, but at the very least, I understand it. But here, it feels lazy. Oddly enough, what doesn't feel lazy is easily free, one of the best soundtracks in the whole series. They went ham on this one, with some of the best remixes this franchise has ever had. And the ending credits music, while I won't spoil what it is, it was really nice. And a series first, believe it or not. It was cute and charming, and it really helped elevate an already excellent soundtrack. The game, as already stated, is a lot like Team Kirby Clash Deluxe. I don't mind this so much because of the improvements made to the overall experience, alongside the fact that, it's free. But the big selling point for me really is the online. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe has really good multiplayer, but unless you know someone with the 3DS who likes Kirby and has the free time to hang out and play, you're not playing the multiplayer very much. Super Kirby Clash has online and offline. Ding, ding, ding. And I know everyone has problems with the online, but I have a video of me playing Super Kirby Clash online and generally not having any problems. Some games ran poorly, some ran perfectly. It's not bad. It's passable. Even with all that, though, yeah, despite all of the improvements, it is really similar to Kirby Clash Deluxe. No changes were made to the abilities, and most of the bosses were carried over from that game to this game, with minor changes made for when you fight them multiple times. Some you may fight up to 4 or 5 times. Bosses are reused a lot in this game. Really, just all of it put together, it can feel like you're playing the exact same game with nothing but a visual makeover and a lesser frame rate. That's a hard sell, even for a free game. I think the core gameplay is fun enough to warrant another playthrough of the game. If this wasn't a free-to-play duology, there would be so much potential here. A Kirby RPG of sorts that still plays like a regular Kirby game, but consists of nothing but engaging boss fights, with stats to level up and equipment to buy to see the progression of your character, with enough action not to make it feel like you're just meandering around until your stats are high enough to win. This is an amazing idea, and the fact that we're still sticking with the free-to-play model and these stupid rare fragments just makes me sad. I didn't talk about the rare fragments very much, but I hate those things. I think this is a great game, and I can play it at any time and just have a blast, thanks to the online, the fun boss fights, the tight controls, all that. But I'd really like a version of this game that costs a set amount of money with in-game currency only and enough meaningful changes to set it apart. It's a great game, but it makes me sad. Alright, that being said, I'm going back to listening to this music.